fi improve, yeah.
I'm Joe Tyson. Round 1 of 12. Oh, this is a real good matchup here tonight. Lennox Lewis and Mike Tyson squaring off. You got the size and skill of Lennox against the raging fury and power of Iron Mike.
Yeah, and of course, Tyson, what you got to remember now, he's going to take chances to get his power off. Chances that maybe Lewis doesn't have to take if he fights the right kind of dimensional fight. If Lewis stays on the outside, sets his feet, draws a line in the sand or on the canvas, he can catch Tyson before Tyson can get close enough to catch him. He has that physical advantage.
Didn't get it done going to the body there. Lennox Lewis with a big uppercut. He said he was going to do it from the outside, and now he has. He just got to his man.
His opponent had no idea that he was still in range. He thought he was at a safe distance. Now he knows he wasn't.
Lennox Lewis is swelling, means that this fight could go south for him. Teddy, a Mike Tyson left hook. Where's it come from?
Well, it comes from everywhere. I mean, he wants to make sure that he annihilates you. So he puts everything into it. Shoulder snap, body, back, everything.
Oh, and he's got something for him himself, and it's a... Wow! Lewis is in a bad spot right. He goes down in the later stages of this round. He's going to try to survive it.
One, two, three, four, five.
He went down from a big shot. Now he's got to have some big guts to move along.
You're going to find out exactly what he's made of.
A crafty counterpunch after a fine defensive effort by Lewis. Lennox Lewis is trying to steady himself in this round after being knocked down in the previous round. Teddy, how much can really happen in those 60 seconds? How much of a benefit is it to a damaged fighter?
Well, a lot has to happen. First of all, physically, you have to revigorate the guy. You know, maybe massage the legs a little bit. Most importantly, get some ice on the back of his neck. You know, get that blood flow going a little bit. Make sure that you revive him a little bit. Get him back to feeling like he's ready to go out there.
Blocks the headshot. Halfway through round number 2. Blocks that punch. Teddy, Lennox Lewis, one of the more cerebral heavyweight champions that we've seen. Oh, and there you go. Lennox Lewis's legs look shaky. He was hurt. Lennox Lewis is doing exactly what you would expect him to do after being knocked down earlier. Now he's clinching.
Yeah, he's doing a nice imitation of an octopus. And you know what? If I was in his shoes, I'd be doing the same thing.
What a good counterpunch by Lewis. Last 10 seconds. He commits to the counterpunching, the overhand left.
Get in there, let's go.
In that last round, Tyson absolutely got the best of it. If there are many more rounds like that, this fight's going to be over.
No, you can't survive too many rounds like that with a puncher like Tyson, because he's not throwing ones and twos. He's not trying to hit singles. He's not trying to bunt to get on board. He's going to keep doing what he always does, look to knock it over the fence.
So here we are, a new round underway, and in that last round, he got tagged. He got hit pretty hard, Teddy.
Yeah, he did. He got caught. Now, the first thing is, we all know he got caught, but why did he get caught? He has to be able to decipher that in his head. He has to be able to have the answer to that so it doesn't happen again.
Oh! Lewis is almost out of it there. He was able to get up and continue on last time. Now he goes down again.
One, two, three, four, five.
Lewis goes down and now rising to his feet.
Now he can only hope that he can survive, get back to his corner, and get information he needs. Information that will tell him why he was put on the floor.
Teddy, the early life of Mike Tyson has been well documented, but you were the guy who first taught him how to really formally box. What do you remember those early days of getting Tyson into the ring?
I remember he was 12 years old, he was 190 pounds, and there was no fat. And I wanted to see a birth certificate to know if this was really true. He had physical tools we had not seen before.
Holy cow! He gets to him with an uppercut. Oh, man, he's in rough shape after absorbing that blow. He was on wobbly legs not long ago. Now he's got his feet back under him.
What is that, a chin, or is that Mount Rushmore?
Good counter punch. It was the overhand left. Round comes to an end. We saw the knockdown there in that round. A little bit of a momentum gainer.
Yeah, obviously it gives you confidence, but you know what? It can also be a momentum killer, believe it or not.
How so?
Joe, I've had guys where the worst thing that happened to them in a fight was when they scored the knockdown, because they thought it was just going to keep happening. And they thought about only the punch they landed, not how they set it up. So they got away from the game plan.
Keep circling. Don't stand thrusting.
So here we are, all wondering, can he survive the start of this round after the way we saw him go down in that last round?
Well, it's up to his opponent. Now, his opponent gets a little careless and he rushes in a little bit too close. He can get a chance to grab those hands and tie him up. And then he can kill a little of the clock, survive.
Well off the mark by Lewis. Lennox Lewis is not showing us that he understands just how effective he can be if he went downstairs against his opponent.
Yeah, well, you know what you're saying, Joe? You're taking a peek and you're taking a swipe without meaning at his...
There it is! Lennox Lewis has been stunned. Mike Tyson, youngest heavyweight champion ever, claiming all 3 belts, unifying the title, and then, of course, making a ragdoll out of Michael Spinks. How important is that to his legacy?
Everything. I mean, he came up with the man, his mentor, Cus D'Amato, who had the prior youngest heavyweight champ of all time. That was Floyd Patterson. He wanted to break that record. He planned on, he lived to break that record.
Nice block by Tyson.
Move your head.
Oh, he just misses with that headshot. Nothing there on the punch by Lewis. In that last round, Tyson absolutely got the best of it. If there are many more rounds like that, this fight's going to be over.
No, you can't survive too many rounds like that with a puncher like Tyson, because he's not throwing ones and twos. He's not trying to hit singles. He's not trying to bunt to get on board. He's going to keep doing what he always does, look to knock it over the fence.
Back to fight action as a new round is underway. Of course, in that last round, it was fairly one-sided. He was hit pretty hard, and now he has to overcome that here.
Yeah, you don't have to be Nostradamus to know that. I mean, everybody saw, you know, he got staggered, his knees buckled, did a little dance there. But what you have to really know now is know why you got hit and correct that immediately.
Lennox, holy cow! Lennox Lewis is in bad shape. Oh, he's in bad shape here. He's stunned and he's wobbly.
The only thing he has going for him is he's not a fighter that uses his legs anyway, and you can't use him right now. He's a guy that likes to move his head. He's got to start doing that. Try to cement those feet down the best he can and get some head movement.
We just have not seen the big shots from this guy. He is not throwing the power punches, Teddy. What would you say to him?
Well, first of all, I would say to him, what do you think, that he's going to make a deal with you? If you don't hit him hard, he won't hit you hard? No, it doesn't work like that, my friend. He's going to get confident.
There it is! Lewis is almost out of it there. He was stunned. Lewis almost went down, but instead he's able to wrap up.
And that's exactly what he's got to do, but he better do it for a long enough period of time to get those birds out of his head.
Great fight. I mean, just a great fight. Oh, that's gotta hurt. Lennox Lewis is stunned, and he is hurt. Not hitting his mark there going upstairs. Not able to connect with the uppercut. Able to dismiss his opponent's shot and then comes back with an uppercut. This has been a very entertaining fight. A little time to reflect here at the end of this round. My thoughts being this: I would really be surprised if we go to a decision here. It just has that kind of feel to it.
Yeah, it has a feel to me like going to one of those places where you can eat all the pasta you can for one price, you know? And some guys get carried away. They eat about 5 bowls. Well, these guys, they're going to have a stomachache at the end. Somebody is going to wind up not standing at the end.
Able to dismiss his opponent's shot and then comes back with an uppercut. Tyson's opponent is saying to himself, I can't believe this. Every time this guy throws, it seems like he lands. He's very judicious with his work.
Yeah, and that's not by accident. You know, that's his temperament. He has that kind of temperament. If you went out with the guy, you talk to the guy, you know, he thinks before he says things. He doesn't just, you know, let his mouth go. He doesn't just let his hands go. He lets them go when he thinks he should.
He got hit right there, but he also gave one. Solid effort by Mike Tyson.
In and out, in and out.
Lewis is much better on the outside, much better when he has some space and he's at long range. So pushing off here, creating space is the right thing to do. And now we got a fight. He fires back a right hand of his own.
Get in there, let's go.
Mike Tyson blocking that punch. Lennox Lewis is now in a position where he may not even realize it, but the eye is getting worse. Still, he fights on.
He behaves like a fighter. And that's the greatest asset you have. It's not your jab, it's not your hook, it's not your power, it's not your footwork. It's your ability to behave like a fighter when you have to. He's doing that right now.
We come to the end of the round. A round that I'm having a tough time trying to think about who won. I can only imagine what the judges are thinking about. Teddy, if there's one thing you look for in a round like that and say, okay, I'm going to give it to this guy over this guy, what is it?
Well, the first thing is, if I'm a judge, I take a little notepad and I make a little mark down, blue or red corner, what he did early. Because sometimes a judge has a tendency to forget what was done early and only go with what went late.
Well, you could see what he wanted to do there, but unable to land that body shot. Well, he told us all week long, hey, I want to keep it on the outside. I don't care where he is. This fight's not going his way right now.
No, it's not. And I don't care how long he is, how tall he is, but just look at his feet. When he throws punches, they're sliding forward. And that's why he's not keeping that advantage on the outside.
Halfway through the 7th round. Lewis is in a really bad spot here. I mean, he has been beaten down tonight. He is... Wow! Lennox Lewis is in bad shape. Working his way on the outside and working well. He just stunned his opponent.
And his opponent got caught. Why? Because he was...
There it is! Lewis has been stunned. He goes down. Oh, he may be close here. Can he survive the round? This fight is over. Mike Tyson's gonna be partying tonight. A knockout victory.
Your winner,
Mike Tyson's your winner by knockout.
Everybody but his opponent is happy now. That was an entertaining fight.
For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. Have yourself a great night.